blast on the show, you know. It
well, you know, that's what it
made me happy to go to work.
And that's what it's all about. You know, it when you can enjoy it, you know, and make it something that's worthwhile for the viewer. That in itself is worthwhile, and it means a lot, not only to you, but, you know, to those that are involved and to those who watch. And so, you know, we just don't have enough shows like that, in my opinion. We have a lot of reality TV, but it's a far cry from reality in a lot of cases, and it's always nice to see a show where, you know, you're giving back to your fellow man. I mean, that's really what it's all about, as you said.
Yeah, it's really cool. I'll tell you something. I had mentioned that on daytime, you know, the hardest working, had one of the hardest gigs going, I think. At the same time, you still are going down to a studio and you're getting pampered and you're getting the makeup chair and they're making you, you know, like not look, for me, they make me look less scruffy and, you know, like I slept outside or something. They try to clean up my act, and the girls, they make the girls look beautiful, and the clothes are beautiful and the sets are beautiful. When I showed up to work at this thing, there is no makeup. There is no trailer. There are no clothes. You know, like, go into your wardrobe, and there's no wardrobe. I mean, I'm not naked, but I'm, like, wearing just work boots and just, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And you're sweating your face off, and you're not wearing, you know, you're not being made pretty. Nobody gives a crap about doing that for you on these sets. Your dressing room is like the 5-year-old kid's room in the house, you know, or the Joneses' house or whatever, and you're lucky if you get a hot cup of coffee. And it's like, and you know, we're here to do this job. We're here to really make this happen, and we're under a time crunch, and then, you know, you get swept up into this. So you throw all your ego out at the door, and you roll up your sleeves and get to work, literally. You know?
Well, you know, but it's a great lot. I mean, you know, even though it's hard work, it is a far cry from, you know, your experience in daytime. It's still, you know, it's enjoyable because at the end of the day, you're doing something that is making a difference in the life of someone else. And so it makes all the sweat and the dirt and, you know, all that we will see. Although I'm sure there's a lot of people out there, a lot of female fans that are going, we don't care what he looks like, you know, sure, you know, sweat, grunt, whatever. I mean, you know, and but it's just, I think it's a great concept, and so I know that you can't talk specifically about it, and that's fine. We just have to wait to see it, and it comes up February 15th, correct?
February 15th, which is a Friday night, and it's the night after Valentine's Day, and it's 8:00. And actually, that night, Friday night at 8:00, it's going to be that night every night of the week. But I believe the first night are back-to-back episodes. So. And I don't know what our lead-in is. I don't know if it's House Hunters, which, by the way, I'm lying in bed last night watching International House Hunters of a woman that gets a house in Paris. I mean, I really do watch this network. And, you know, and I'm the same, like, sappy guy that has actually cried at the end of Extreme Home Makeover Edition. And if you're at home saying you haven't done that and you've watched that show, then I think you're full of it, because I get pretty emotional. And we also leave, like that show, we leave homeowners at the end, you know, I just feel so lucky because we actually did get to change some people's lives and help some people out, and that really is a great feeling, you know. And I learned something every episode as well. I mean, I've had a lot of experience with design and home repair and home building and home renovation. But I'm learning something, and I really get off on showing other people how to do these tasks and do-it-yourself projects, you know. So I really hope people tune in on February 15th and watch the show, or set your DVR or whatever. And I know it's hard to get people to sit still these days, but I promise you, there's lots of elements that I love. There's a part of the show that's like the Truman Show. You know, where if you remember in the Truman Show, that weird movie where everybody's out on their lawn at the same time mowing their lawn in unison. This is really everybody pitching in, and sometimes we always surprise the homeowner, but it always happens in a different way every episode, and it's just really entertaining. And again, it's only a half-hour show. So we pack this thing. You blink and you'll miss something fun, you know. So.
Wow.
I hope our our daytime fans tune in as well. That would mean the world to me.
Oh, I have no doubt that is a given. So, but you have got a couple of events coming up to kind of kick off, in advance of the premiere of the show. Talk a little bit about that.
We are doing, it's a premiere party at Guy Fieri's restaurant in Times Square, and we are doing it on February the 10th, which is this Sunday. And I'm going to give you guys 4 tickets to give away. If you find the time in your schedule, just give them away any way you want to, a call in, a phone in, an email, whatever way you want to do it. This event is the premiere party. It's going to be at that restaurant at noon on Sunday on 44th Street. Guy Fieri is a buddy, and he's been good enough to give his restaurant up for this event. And there's going to be a lot of stuff happening then, a lot of surprises. But there's still room at the event for people to come because I wanted to make sure that it wasn't all like suits coming down and all the people from the network. They're coming, but I limited it to half, and the other half should be actual fans and people that I would love for them to come down and see the first episode before anybody else. And if they like it, and I'm banking that they will, that then they can tweet about it, write about it, Facebook about it, because that's what our show is about anyway. And we did it all through New England for the first season, and when we come back, we're going to do it across America. So I would like the loyal fans that are able to get there, however they get there in New York City, I would love very much for them to get there and see it and be the first ones to see it.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome. And I'm just blown away by this because it just sounds like it's not going to be just another home construction show. I mean, this is going to be, like you said, it's going to be set apart from the norm, and it's going to have a cutting edge feel to it. But yet, it's going to leave you, the viewer, the lucky viewers who tune in, this great feeling, great takeaway from the show, and the kind of feeling they won't be able to wait till next week till it comes on again. So, there is a clip that's going viral now of the show. It's a 2-minute clip, so it's no secret that we use music and that we use flash mobs to renovate the houses, okay? So that's not a secret. It was a secret for the longest time while we were out shooting. And it's okay because next season I'll just I'm going to be like the Alan Funtz from Candid Camera, or a more, a better reference would be Ashton Kutcher in Punk. So the minute you see my face, you'll know you're on that show. And so, we can deliver that news any way we see fit, that you've got, 100 or 200 or 300 people showing up to make your dream come true. And with that, naturally, I've got a team. I've met all the best people. I've got a team now, the professionals that come in and make sure everything goes, because we are a TV show and we have to make sure that we get in and get out and deliver what we promise. So, but imagine that feeling of having all of this help. So it's priceless. But there is a really cool clip out. It's on YouTube. It's on it's drifting around on people's Facebooks. It's on Twitter. You can actually go to my Twitter account, which is Ricky-Goldin. Goldin is Goldin. And there's a link to a clip. If you haven't already seen it, it's a great clip and shows you what the show is all about. So I'd be honored for people to check that out. Well, one of the things I was curious, actually Pam is, and I didn't tell you this earlier, but she's here tonight, but she's just not talking because she's been so terribly sick for over a week now, and she is really ailing tonight. But she did want to know if you had, if the response from inviting people to help out on the show was overwhelming.
Yes, Pam, I'm sorry you're not well. Yes, overwhelming.
Thank you, Ricky. I'm here, but I just can't talk a lot.
I picture you with a Snuggie on right now and a cup of nice hot tea in your hand or some chicken soup, and you're like,
Don't make me laugh because then you're making me cough.
That's good. Get it up and out, girl. Get it up and out. Yes, it was overwhelming is the word. we had people come out in droves, and great people. I'm talking about, people that were botanists and carpenters and master gardeners and plumbers, and I cannot tell you how good it made people feel to come out and volunteer on spontaneous construction, because you want to feel better about yourself, do something nice for somebody else. That's the truth. It was and people would come back and repeat. In fact, I'd have to hide some of the faces and put, because you can't have the same exact faces every week, but they wanted to come back and come back and come back, and actually they sent out, they're doing a TV series just like I'm doing a TV series. So we had no shortage of people responding, to our call to arms. So my call of duty for people. And in every city that I went to, it was overwhelming, and that was what was so exciting. P.S., by the way, this event that we're doing in New York City on February 10th, I just want to say this. There are still tickets available, and the reason I say that is because, not selfishly, but we're giving that money to the ASPCA in hurricane zone of Sandy, and the other portion, we're giving a portion of the proceeds to Operation Smile, which I don't know if people know this, but it only costs $240 to fix a child's face. $240.
Wow.
So that's what we tied it into, doing the premiere of this show and letting the fans be the first to come out. And, yes, they can still go online or go on Twitter and find out a way to get a ticket, but is it because it's something that's really near and dear to me, and especially, the children and animals that can't fend for themselves. Right. And it means a lot to me. And HGTV was cool enough to let me do that, have that angle to it. So anybody that's coming out is also helping with that. And if you end up hating the show, you're still helping a child or helping an animal. So, but I don't believe that they'll hate the show. I think that they will love it. I really do.
Oh, I know they're going to love it just because. Well, for one thing, you're hosting it, and you've got tons of fans out there that just have loved you forever from daytime, and now for you to be moving into this arena, in a different way, you're going to have I think it's going to be a great premiere, and it's going to be a lot of viewers tuning in. So get ready.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I hope so, and I never want to let anybody down, and I am giving this everything I've got. I'm not even. This is what I just love this. I love this project, and I'm hoping that people that tune in. One of the things that I want to do off Twitter and social media altogether is I want to be able to pick some really faithful fans and let them be one of the families that we come and help. And it doesn't have to be. It's not. These are people that maybe they have a third child and they don't have an extra bedroom, or their kids have outgrown the room that they've got, or the family room is just not any kind of a family room, or their kitchen is 25 years, in need of an update, and they just don't have the money for that.
I fit all of those, Ricky, so send them over.
Send your videotape. I will swear to you that I will check it out, and I don't care if you work for a radio station or you're a CEO or you're on food stamps. We want to come out and help people, and that's what we accomplished, So I just want to keep doing it.
That's just
that
so
sounds
cool.
Great. That is awesome. Now, and again, you heard Ricky a few minutes ago. If you are going to be in the New York area, New York City, Times Square area, this coming Sunday, please, you have a great opportunity to win a ticket to go to this. So you need to call in, though, and tweet us and tell us why you love Ricky-Paull-Goldin and his new show. This is totally off the cuff. I
love it. You can give 2 sets of tickets away, and I'll tell you what, Susan Lucci's coming, Alicia Minshew, Torsten Kay, Mario Cantone, if you know him from Sex and the City. John Benjamin Hickey is trying to come out. He's from the C Word. He won the Tony for Normal Heart, and maybe a lot of people don't know him. Amazing actor. But lots of people from Guiding Light, some people from another world are even coming out. Steven Schnitzer is coming, who played Cass, who I think is one of the greatest voiceover. By the way, he's a great actor, but he's in every voiceover thing. He's just a beautiful voice, beautiful man. I mean, the response from my friends coming out to support me has been overwhelming.